Welcome back to my channel. Bago tayo magsimula, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Okay, for today's video, we are going to learn on how to divide fraction in simple or in mixed form. Let's start. Let us have 4/5 divided by 1/10. Before we start in dividing these fractions, it is important to identify what is the dividend and what is the divisor. You cannot swap the places of these two, because if you do, your answer will automatically be wrong. The dividend is the number which is being divided. The number which the other number is being divided is called the divisor. Again, you cannot swap the places of the dividend and the divisor. Let's start. In dividing fraction by another fraction, step 1 is to get the reciprocal of the divisor. But how to get the reciprocal? In getting the reciprocal, we are going to swap the places of the numerator and the denominator. So, we will put down number 1 and put up number 10. So, from 1/10, the divisor will be 10 over 1. Step 2 is to change the operation from division to multiplication. Then multiply the dividend to the reciprocal of the divisor. Step 3. Multiply both the numerators and both the denominators. 5 times 1 is equals to 5. 4 times 10 is equals to 40. Then express the answer to the lowest term if possible. But since the answer is in improper fraction, we need to simplify this. To simplify the answer, let us change the improper fraction to mixed fraction by simply dividing the numerator by its denominator. And we have 40 divided by 5. Okay, since we get the exact answer, which is 8, the final answer now will be 8. 4/5 divided by 1/10 is equals to 8. Let us have another example. 3/5 divided by 2/3. Again, step 1, get the reciprocal of the divisor. Swap the places of the numerator and the denominator. Step 2, drop the division sign and change it to multiplication. Step 3, multiply both the numerators and both the denominators. 5 times 2 is equals to 10, and 3 times 3 is equals to 9. And since 9/10 is already in its simplest form, this is the final answer. Another example. What if we are going to divide two mixed fractions? 7 and 5/10 divided by 2 and 1/2. We cannot proceed to step 1. We need to change this mixed fraction into improper fractions first. To do that, we need to multiply the denominator to the whole number. 10 times 7. That is equals to 70. And then add the product to the numerator. 7 plus 5. 7 plus 5 is equals to 75. And then copy the denominator. And do that again to the divisor. 2 times 2 is equals to 4. 4 plus 1 is equals to 5. Copy the denominator. We now have 75 tenths divided by 5 halves. Again, get the reciprocal of the divisor. Okay, so that will be 2/5. And then, step 2, change the division sign into multiplication sign. Then, multiply both the numerators and both the denominators. 75 times 2 is equals to 150. 10 times 5 is equals to 50. The answer is in improper fraction. We need to simplify this by changing this improper fraction to mixed fraction by dividing the numerator by its denominator. 150 divided by 50, and that is 3. 3 times 50 is 150. 150 minus 150 is 0. It means the final answer is 3. Another example. Okay, in this one, the dividend is the only one is in mixed fraction. 10 and 1/2 divided by 2/5. Again, change the mixed fraction to improper fraction. Multiply the denominator to the whole number. 2 times 10. That is 20. And add the product to the numerator. 20 plus 1 is equals to 21. And copy the denominator. So the improper fraction now will be 21/2. And since the divisor is in proper fraction, no need to do anything with it. We will now proceed to step 1. Get the reciprocal of the divisor. Drop the division sign and pull up the multiplication sign. Multiply both the numerators and both the denominators. 21 times 5. That is equals to 105. 2 times 2 is equals to 4. Again, the answer is in improper fraction. We need to simplify this by dividing the numerator by its denominator. 105 divided by 4. Okay, just get the 10 first and divide it by 4. 10 divided by 4 is 2. 2 times 4 is 8. Subtract. 10 minus 8 is equals to 2. And bring down the next digit, which is number 5. And again, divide. 25 divided by 4 is 6. 6 divided by 4 is 24. Subtract. 25 divided by 24 is 1. Since our answer is not exact because we have the remainder 1 here, this will be the format of your answer. 26 will be your whole number. The remainder 1 will be the numerator. And you will still copy the same denominator, which is number 4. So your final answer is equals to 26 and 1/4. Okay, another example. What if we're going to divide a fraction by a whole number? 6/7 divided by 3. Since the whole number don't have any denominator, just put number 1 as its denominator. You're going to do this every time you encounter dividing fraction by a whole number. And then proceed to the step 1. Get the reciprocal. Drop the division and change it to multiplication. Multiply both the numerators and both the denominators. 6 times 1 is equals to 6. 7 times 3 is equals to 21. Is 6 over 21 is already in its simplest form? That's right, it's not yet in simplest form. So we need to reduce this first to lowest term by just simply dividing both 6 and 21 by 3. 6 divided by 3 is equals to 2. And 21 divided by 3 is equals to 7. This means that the lowest term of 6 over 21 is 2 sevenths. So the final answer is 2 7. And that's all for today's lesson. See you again in our next lesson. Goodbye, kids.